Who wanted the baddest? Let's see. Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO. This how it's finna go. I'ma throw some jabs. Make them think my punch is weaker than I hook his ass. This the ring, not the kitchen, but I'ma cook his ass. Me and him, that's the pro versus the rookie class. All my life I had to fight, but I still love it. Me and BVO got moves that you can't steal from us. And these haters be throwing shots, but I don't feel nothing. I ain't gonna lie, shit, they alright, but we a little rougher. Step up for the title and face your rival, this ain't no little tussle. Bet I be no bird, being chicken to get your feathers ruffled. Footwork, I'm dancing around my opponent like the Cupid shuffle. Good work, bodies hit the flow, they can't move a muscle. The upside is we ain't in the streets shooting and shooting up. Catch me in the ring, sticking, moving and suited up. I know everybody can eat, but I ain't full enough. Oh, you said it's smoking some beef, I guess I'm pulling up. Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show.
For our viewers who don't know, tell them who the original man is.
The original man is the Asiatic, like Black Man. He's the maker of BVO. He's the cream of my earth. He's father of civilization and God of this universe, Sarit. And there's only one God.
Yo, what's up? I think I'm having a little technical issue. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
All right, there we go. What's going on? It's your boy BVO, the Kappa regime of boxing. Of course, I got my Puerto Rican homie in the house, man. Deep Free. And we got our special guest, Miss Maya Says. What's going on? How you doing, girl?
I'm doing fabulous. You can't see? Okay.
Hold on. I got one more person I forgot to bring. He's one of the biggest haters of all time, T'Challa himself. My man Prize. What's up, Prize?
Yo, what's good? Salute, Miss Maya.
Hi, how
what's
are
up,
you?
big bro?
Salute to the Melanin Queen. Salute to my man. Shout out to the JVT, man. Shout out my man Ant McQueen. But I know Maya got some questions. Go ahead, Maya. I'll let you ask your question.
Who won the press conference between AB and Blair?
Go ahead, Free.
It was a spectacle. I'm gonna say Flair won the press conference. AB, I think he got a little personal. He got a little agitated. He started talking about street life, and it wasn't so much boxing. AB, I've known AB to be more entertaining, and it was like he was more serious. It seemed like Blair Cobb has got under his skin, and AB ain't. He doesn't seem like the same AB that we used to seeing.
Yep, I agree, D Free. I feel like pardon me, I feel like this is the first time we really see somebody, who petty like AB that actually gets under AB's skin. When have you really seen him like annoyed? Like nobody's never done what he do to people. It's never been done to him before. And I think Blair the Flair won the press conference as well. AB started talking about crazy stuff, like the big homie Free said. He went and started talking about like some crazy street stuff, like stuff that'll get the feds to look on you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he was talking greasy. And I think that Blair Cobb got under his skin with the puppet, and AB keep trying to say, nah, you cool though, woo woo, but AB really want to do something to him. Maybe this might bring back a dog AB. I hope it do. Because if he lose to Blair Cobb, man, it's a wrap. But as far as the question goes, definitely Blair the Flair, because AB looked really, really annoyed, and he started talking crazy about some street shit. Something like you don't do. Like we talking about we boxing. You know what I mean? Blair from my city. He's from Philly, but he not from Philly. He on the side from Uzi and them when they paint their nails and all that weird stuff. But nevertheless, Blair the Flair Cobb won the press conference because I feel like he's like the first person to actually get under AB skin and have him like really tight as far as a press conference.
Yo, I think it goes without question, man. Blair the Flair is winning. Shout out, man, to everybody in the chat. Shout out to my OG crush. And it's good to
Crush.
see AB get this upset. I mean, the whole like I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna get weapons. That's just Ohio niggas. You know, that's how we do. I ain't mad about it. I ain't mad about it. I love. Hey, and free from DC. He know how DC brothers get down. That's what ain't that what we do, Free? When we really mad, we going to get the hammer. But I'll say, I hope that
a salute, Queen.
I just hope that Adrien is not playing around because Blair Cobb can fight a little bit, but if he's not careful, he'll get embarrassed by a goofball.
Yeah.
And ain't nothing worse than getting knocked out by the corny dude.
He ain't gonna get knocked out, but he'll get beat. How many rounds is this? Free. One of y'all know how many rounds this joint is?
It's a 12-round fight.
It's a 12-round, boy.
Yeah, it's a 12-round fight.
Okay. All right. I hope Broner, come. I want Broner to win. Let me make that clear. I just did not like his energy in the press conference. I feel like Blair the Flair, got under his skin and pissed him off, and he started talking crazy. Blair the Flair ain't no street dude. That's why Blair was ignoring that. You know what I mean? Blair not going to engage with you because he don't know nothing about it. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. Blair's like my brother Prize. He's from the suburbs, so I get it.
I might be from the suburbs, but I did stuff. I done been around the block, so don't get it twisted. Because my mama had a big house. My mama had a big house. You know what I mean? I didn't live there. I ain't asked for that. I ain't told them to go buy that damn shit. But they did. But that don't mean
you cussing too early, man. Let me leave him alone. My bad. My bad.
I cuss. I did cuss.
Yeah, you cuss.
Whatever.
You did.
The S word ain't that bad. I ain't drop an F bomb. It don't count.
We can see you now.
Go ahead, Ma. I know you got a question.
I said we can see you now. That's all.
Oh yeah. So I had to get to where I could be seen.
Oh, okay. So can Adrien Broner become champion again?
Absolutely not. No. Everybody beats him to death. Whether it's the American Dream, whether it's Eastside Cruz, whatever you call that kid, I just don't see him doing anything, and then we got to remember one of the most dangerous guys in boxing is right there too. Salute to my man Hardcore, and that's your boy, King Tio, man, one of the best resumes in boxing. So I definitely don't think he can become champion. What you think about that, Free?
The only way he can become champion is if he can become the old AB again. If he goes into one of these championship fights and he just have one of those flashback moments where we see the old AB. I think the old AB is talented enough and skilled enough to beat any one of those champions that's champion at 140 right now, or even at 147. I think he's talented enough to beat a couple of those guys at 47 that's in contention to be a champion once Bud dropped the belts. Will we see it? Probably not, but it's always a chance out there for him to be champion again because anything can happen in the sport of boxing. All it takes is the right shot at the right time, and AB can become champion again. But I don't know if it will ever happen. But yeah, it's possible that he can. Is it likely? Probably not.
Well, I agree with Free. I don't think AB.
Go ahead. Go ahead, my bad.
I wasn't talking about nothing. I just want to say I agree with Free. I don't think
Hey,
he'll
we
become
know
champion, but
you
he can
agree
make
with
some
Free.
big
We
fights.
know you agree with Free because
He can,
Free.
boy, we kind of got the same kind of points. It's kind of
I know
got this.
the
We
point
have our
is
moments though. We got our moments
y'all
where
think
me and
y'all
Free
think y'all
don't
got a
agree.
time machine. Y'all got a
That's
time
bull. That's
machine.
BS. That's BS.
Y'all got a
There's been
time.
plenty of times with me and D3 sparring 100 times. Don't make me come on camera because you're lucky because I'm chilling right
Hey,
now.
get on
Don't make me
camera,
pull
man.
up.
We ain't see you in 2 years. Get on
Yeah,
camera,
I
man.
don't know if I should pull up right now. I got a
Hey,
fresh cut. I don't want to make none
salute to
of these
my
females,
classmate,
you know.
man. Mike Biggs, my man, Mike Biggs. Me and Mike Biggs got on YouTube at the same time. Salute to Mike
Salute
Biggs.
to the homie Mike Biggs. Yeah, I rocks with him.
But Adrien
Cool.
Broner hasn't looked good in many years, and I'm from Ohio, so I could just tell you he just. You guys ever like had like a good friend, but they just blew out? He like a like a you ever had a good jacket? You know, you love that jacket, look good on you. You might got a couple numbers in it, and then it just blew out. I mean, AB is like a blew out jacket. It just is what it is, man.
That's
It's just
crazy.
a wrap.
What?
That was a crazy analogy.
Right.
Well, you ever had a nice jacket, Mike? You know what I mean? That nice jacket you get, the nice jacket. Look like you can maybe go eat a steak dinner in or something, and then after a while you just wear it to death and it's blew out.
Mhm.
I mean, that's
No, I'm not understanding. I mean, I get the analogy,
He
but then you said
tweaking.
something about numbers. I don't put numbers in jackets, and I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm
I
talking
think
about
what he's
the
trying to say is he put on his best fit. You got that one fit that he used to go to back in the day that he put on
Mm.
stepping
He
out,
used to wear the
and that was the
same
fit that he
basketball
will
jersey
always
every
see
Friday.
female.
Oh.
So that's what he was trying to say.
On
Oh,
well,
Friday,
well,
I'm gonna put on
well,
my
I
LeBron
give an
jersey.
example. Whenever I see my boy D Free in that John Wall jersey, I know he went out. Whenever I see him in his John Wall jersey, that means he's been out. That's what I mean.
Nah, you ain't never seen me in a John. I ain't never owned one.
I got one or two things that I could say that's my go-to that I know I look sexy in. So I get
For
it. Okay.
sure. Yeah, I
Go
know
ahead, go ahead, Prize.
I got my ish to put on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
BVO, we talking about my AP. Ain't nobody took my AP. So I got my
Oh,
stuff. I
oh,
got my
oh. Salute to my guy Prize on getting his chain back.
no, he's somebody ain't
Took
nobody
his
never take
chain
nothing
and he
from
got
me.
it back. Salute to
See,
my he
BBO,
paid for
I
it.
want to talk about boxing. You want to talk about street stuff. I don't want to
So
talk
we
about
having
street
some
stuff.
fun. We having some fun, man. Go ahead,
I
go back.
want I ain't nobody never take my chain off. I still got my chain, babe. Dog, I got my chain. You tripping? And I got my 2 watches. Like, come on, like stop, man. Talk
Okay, we
back
done,
to
we done. Man.
boxing.
We done, man.
Get back to
Go
Oh
boxing.
ahead.
Lord. Okay. So what happens if what
Come on,
happens if
BBO.
Adrien Broner wins the fight? What happens?
Let me jump
If,
on this one. If
okay.
AB win the fight, because I said it on the other show, real quick. If
Mhm.
AB win the fight, he can be right there in his next fight, in a big fight or a title fight, in his very next fight. If he goes out there and looks good, that's just the bottom line.
Yeah. Salute to my brother Hardcore. So let me break out my members only jacket.
Right.
You
But
gonna go BBO?
yeah, I'll say this: if he becomes champion, we talking about probably somebody who can generate a really big fight. One thing about Adrian, he's really good at promotion. He's good at marketing. He's done a really good job of marketing himself because you almost Adrian does so much talking and marketing, you almost forget he's the youngest 4 division champion in history of boxing. We've been doing boxing for 150 years. Some say more, longer than that. And this guy is the youngest 4 division champion in history. And you know his record he took, the great Oscar De La Hoya's record. So we gotta be honest. Adrian Broner, I could see a Ryan Garcia. I could see a Devin Haney fight. There's so
Mm-hmm.
many fights I could see.
Yep.
Salute to Dr. Mark. And I think it opens up a world of opportunity for Adrian because everybody wants to see him do it right. But like
Yeah.
that guy, he just can't get right. That's the only problem. He can't get right. Go ahead, Free, my bad.
Um, yeah. If Adrian Boner wins this fight, it's a step in the right direction because this is a make or break fight for Adrian Boner. If he loses to Blair Cobb, they're gonna look at Adrian Boner as a gatekeeper. Um, and rightfully so because we haven't seen the Adrien Broner since the Madonna fight. So I think he's supposed to be the WBC silver champion. There's a chance that he can be in contention for a title fight if he wins this fight. Um, I don't know because of the Don King promotion. A lot of people don't have, as far as promotional people that's in the business right now, a lot of people don't have a lot of good connections with Don King. So I don't know if that opportunity will present itself. Because I mean, if we look at this fight with Adrien Broner, he's fighting on pay-per-view and it's on internet. It's not
Triller.
on
It's on
actual
Triller. Is it
network.
Triller? Free?
Yeah, it's not on the network. It's on the internet. So it's like I don't know if he's going to get those big opportunities again. There's a chance that he can get it again if he get past this fight and he looks like the old Adrien Broner, where they feel like they can make some money off of him. But I don't know. I mean, because it's Blair Cobb. It's not like it's a big name opponent. It all depends on the performance that Adrien Broner puts in that fight. Because if he just pulls out a win, they're going to look at, okay, Adrien Broner barely escaped Blair Cobb. Is not going to do anything for his career. But if he goes out there and he looks good, then they could say, okay, Adrien Broner might be back. He's working with a new trainer. He might be back. So we got to see what kind of he does.
But Free, what if he goes in there and wins a close fight, and that people might be looking at their chops for that. You know what I'm saying? They might be like, oh, AB looked kind of vulnerable. He kind of squeaked past. What if he get a split decision that he shouldn't have won? You will have some guys just because he can promote the fight and he has a name. You might got some dudes that might want to jump out the window. You feel me? I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying.
It might be some guys that want to jump out the window, but it's not going to be none of the top names because you got to look at the money that it's going to generate. If
he would tank, man,
this fight doesn't generate. I'm talking about anybody. If this money doesn't generate revenue, they're gonna be like, I mean, yeah, he's a name, but how much money can we make with him? It's not so much the fighter, it's the promotional company that's looking to make the fight. If
but
they
don't you
feel
think if like AB was like, what if Dev came back and was like, yo, we got AB next? Don't you think that would be big?
No, it depends on it's the money that they can generate. If they don't feel like they can generate money off of them, they're not going to make it. I mean, you got to understand the business is not so.
All right,
much
well, let me ask you then: who would it take?
Hold on. Let Maya ask the questions, man. You going too crazy with the questions.
No, we just talking about the top. We still talking. We don't want to run through all the damn questions, do you? In 20 minutes, let her stretch them out. She cool. What name Free is it? What would it take? Because it's part of the question that you asked. So what name would it take for
It's not so much what name would it take. It's like I said, it's the money that he generates in his fight and is how he looks in his fight. If Adrien Broner can generate a nice revenue in his fight and he looks good, then he can get some of those top level opponents because they like, okay, Adrien Broner's back. It's not so much them beating up an old Adrien Broner. It's more so it's a young Adrien. I mean, it's the young Adrien Broner again, and he's making money. So if he looks bad and he wins, they're gonna look at it as, okay, he's an old washed up Adrien Broner. We can't make no money on this fight.
I feel like all he got to do is win. If he just goes in there and win, he's right in contention for a big payday and a big fight in his very next fight. All he got to do is win. That's all he got to do. Win.
Well, I'll just say this: the close this one out is that whether he wins or not, and it's like drinking vinegar, and this Free is actually making some good points today. I don't know what got into him, but Free is making some decent points today. But at the end of the day, if Adrien doesn't look spectacular, man, he's going to just be like, oh yeah, just like he beat that lawyer. He beat that lawyer barely, and what did they say? Yeah, AB.
What lawyer?
The guy fight.
See, you don't even remember the guy he fought last time.
Well, yeah, the guy he fought last time was a lawyer.
Yeah, but the thing I'm saying is, Adrien got to go in there and knock this kid out, put him to sleep. My man Bentley is right. He's not Blair's not an easy bag, but when you lose to guys like Alex Rocha, that dude's garbage. I mean, not that he can't fight, but Alex Rocha will never be mistaken as a great fighter. He'll never be mistaken as somebody who's nothing more than a Yahoo bottle. So he's not nobody to even worry about.
Damn.
He's a Yahoo bottle at best. But I'll let you go ahead, Ms. Maya, with your next question.
The chocolate Yahoo?
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh my God.
Yeah, you don't drink Yahoo?
No, I don't. I'm a quick.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah, I'm
You
a
rich.
Nestle quick kind of girl.
Yeah, I'm more of a Nestle Quick type of person
I
myself.
forgot you were
Yahoo
rich.
is like
But,
water and chocolate,
hey,
like chocolate flavoring mixed together.
well,
That was
you
the
know,
worst.
Jamie Foxx said it best. It is some poor folks in the world. Y'all know that, right?
You know what? Anyway, moving
I
on.
don't know nothing about that. But
So, will the winner fight for the WBC title?
I would
that's a
say
good question.
yes, because one thing that people forget is that Don King, the greatest promoter to ever live, has always had a good relationship with WBC. When it was Jose Suleiman, now it's his son Mauricio. I think they're giving AB the silver championship status. So I think after this Sandor Martinez fight, I think whoever wins will become WBC mandatory. And I don't think it'll be next, but I think it'll be very possible. And if I don't know if you guys have seen Devin Haney, I think he's been missing in action. I think he's been in court, um, giving statements and stuff like that. So I don't know what's going on
That's
with Devin
cat.
Haney.
I seen
I
Devin
don't know
Haney
what's
promote
going
a
on with
couple
him, but
commercials.
we'll see.
I
Go
seen him
ahead.
promote a couple commercials on Instagram. That's cat.
Well, unlike what BVO was saying, I'm gonna say no. It all depends on because this fight is at 147. It's not at 140. Adrien the Bone is not
Oh
fighting.
yeah, I forgot about that. You right, Free. It is a welterweight.
It all depends on who the WBC wants. I mean, it depends on if the WBC is going to even strip Bud. We don't know if they even going to strip Bud because Bud still has the WBC title.
Didn't they
So,
make him in
oh,
recess, Free?
I'm sorry. No, they not gonna. And now I just thought about it. Fandora has the title. No, he is not because Fandora.
Wait, he's not the WBC
No. Mario Barrios had the title.
No, Fandora has the title.
Oh, we're talking about the 147-pound division, Free.
Yes, he's fighting at 147.
So if he's fighting at 147,
I'm tripping.
yeah.
I'm thinking about 54. I'm tripping. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Let me hit
Mario
that
Barrio
Dutch,
is the champion. Mario Barrio, no, he's not champion. He's in potential to become champion. It
He's
depends
interim
on
champion, Mario Barrios.
Yeah, it depends on who Mario Barrio fight because Mario Barrio right now doesn't have he doesn't have a fight coming up. I don't see neither one of these guys fighting for the WBC title. I don't see neither one, regardless of who wins. I don't see neither one of them. Not next. Maybe a couple of fights down the line. Maybe like 2 fights down the line, but not next. I don't see neither one of them fighting for the WBC title next at 47. It's too many other guys that's right there that they can make that the WBC can make a lot of money with fighting for the title. And the WBC is all about the money. If Adrien Broner is not generating no money, or Blair is not generating no money, they don't care that he's the silver champion. They're gonna leave him as the silver champion and move to the person that's gonna bring the money in.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point, Free.
So we all straight now. Who we talking about?
Yeah.
It threw me for a loop for a second. I forgot. I was
good.
talking about Bud dropping the title, and it got me lost.
Yeah, it's all good, homie.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just being a smart ass. I'm very good at it.
Yeah, shout out to Ann McQueen. He said Barrios is the interim. And then he says, in the event Bud relinquished the title, Barrios would likely be elevated. And then Tim Lampton said, I seen, what did he say? Jay, I seen that. Y'all good. He might be talking to
my man Jake, he says it's a hardcore says the tornado watch out there.
Oh man, be safe. Where y'all at, Texas?
No, I think he's in Maryland, so he might my man D Freak might have to get the
close.
So.
That's close. Shout out Maryland.
Yeah. So
let me know if I'm pronouncing this person's middle name because I'm saying I don't know if it's a Twan, like Antoine or Antoine. What is it?
Antoine.
Twan. Okay, so Gary Antoine.
It's
Russell. get the, is it Devon or Devin? Devin. I'm saying Devin. Devin Haney?
Yeah, Devin Haney.
Okay, because I'm not good with names, but
It's
they
all
know.
good. It's all good, Queen. You cooking. Go ahead.
They know their name. So yeah, so the Gary Antoine Russell get the Devon Haney fight, and if so, can he win?
I don't know if Devin Haney is going to take that fight. It's some history behind Devin Haney and the Russells, dealing with Mr. Gary Russell, and the younger brother Antoine stepped out there and said, "Well, when he come to 140, we'll welcome him to 140." And so there's some history back there. I don't know if Devin is going to take that fight. Well, right now, Devin can't take the fight right now because Sandor Martin is the mandatory for that WBC belt. But should he get past Sandor Martin, I would love to see it. I mean, I would love to see my cousin be WBC champion because I think he'll beat Devin Haney. After what I saw Devin Haney with Ryan Garcia, I think Gary Antoine is a better boxer than Ryan Garcia. I think he has better fundamentals than Ryan Garcia, and I think he can close the distance and make Devin have to fight his style of fighting instead of trying to stay on the outside. And I think Antoine stops Devin Haney and become a WBC champion. But I don't know if Devin will take that fight. Not right now.
Devin has no interest in that fight. No money in that fight. Go ahead, BVO.
Salute to my man Hardcore. I know what you mean when you get them plants out there. Like you worry about like if them plants gonna get knocked over. I know what you're talking about.
Smoke.
But if you guys remember when Devin Haney was at 135, and I believe Gary Russell Jr. And matter of fact, I want to say happy birthday to Mr. Gary Russell Jr. Today is his birthday, so salute to him. One of my favorite fighters. But the thing I will say, he promised Gary that he would give Gary Antoine a shot at 140 when he got to 140. So I hope that he gets that fight. I mean, I don't know. I would say that fight would really do a good thing. But the thing with Gary Antoine Russell, he's doing the same thing his brother did. He's very, very inactive. And, at the end of the day, out of sight, out of mind, man. So I think Gary Russell, he's got a big fight coming up. I think he's on the tank card, I believe. He got to show up and show out. If he don't, I mean, hey, man, he's just going to be in neutral, man. That's kind of where his career has been for quite a while. This is not the same guy that I thought I was going to see who was fighting Deron Ennis in the amateurs. He's kind of been a little bit of a disappointment as far as inactivity because he got the talent, and it's just the inactivity. It's just been so glaring that it's like, Jesus, you just started your career, man. What's going on? But I can say I know he lost his father, so that might have slowed him down a little bit. But he got to get busy. I could see him and Devin fighting, and I think that'd be a good fight for Devin. I think it'd be a good comeback fight for Devin. I could see Devin winning on point because I know that Gary Antoine has that almost that Sean Porter like come forward, seek and destroy fight. He like to bang, and it's kind of hard to bang with a boxer. That's just my opinion. Go ahead, Free. Go ahead, Prize.
I don't think the fight gonna happen. Bill, there's no money in that fight. We would like it. Us sitting up here on the panel, we would like to fight, but it's not gonna happen for the general public. It's not going down. I don't even really have nothing on it because it's not happening. Not anytime soon. But Gary Antoine, he could beat him. That's 50-50 to me, but I don't even care to really comment on him because that shit ain't happening.
Okay.
I don't know about that. Go ahead.
Ain't happening.
Would you have something else to add?
I really don't have much to add to that because, again, it's not going to happen. That fight is nobody's talked about that fight. Nobody has shown interest in the fight. The investors probably not going to pay for it. V3 was right. He got a mandatory with Sandor Martin, and you was 1,000% right, BVO. Antoine got to get active. He got to get active on it. Just beat up bums. Just knock out cab and Uber drivers so we can see you, so we can talk about you. Because the hate gonna come. Like, oh, he ain't fighting nobody. All right, well, somebody fight him then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just go beat up on somebody, just whoop some ass, just go somebody and punch somebody in the face. Walk down the street, I don't know, do something. Get on the internet, get on the gram, do something crazy. You know, but I like the kid. He's I'm a supporter of his. If he ever has a pay-per-view or a fight near Philadelphia, Atlantic City, I'm out there because I like him a lot. I like that whole family. That whole
Um,
family is I like that unity that they have.
I think the main problem for the Russells, mainly Antoine, is they need a real manager. They don't have a real manager that
Mm,
can manage their career and get them the fights that they need to get. Um, they more so doing it on their own. They don't have an actual like manager like you can see these other fighters that got actual managers that's helping them get these fights. So I think that's mainly the problem is more so of them going off of their name recognition and their status in the sport of boxing, whether they rank in the respectable sanctioning body. I think that's how they getting the fights right now. So I think that's the main problem with Antoine right now. I think he needs uh, um, a good manager to get him the fights that he's trying to get.
Yeah, I get what
yeah,
you're saying, and I
yeah,
get what Ant's saying about losing Batman. But like I said, at some point we gotta just be honest here. I get it. I get things happen, life happens, but I don't know. What you think? You got to go to work. You got to go to work, man. It don't matter. You got to go to work. Things
That's
happen.
true.
You got to go to work. And
I agree.
But
I
Or
the,
shit
guess
don't get
Jimmy.
paid. Shit don't happen if nobody ain't working. So,
See, the thing is, when you ranked in the sanctioning body, you can't just take any fight. You want to move up in the sanctioning body, so you just taking any fights. It's not going to move you up in the sanctioning body. So, is like I said, he has to get a.
Ant, I'll say this. Let me read it. He said, Ant, look at his activity prior to. Ant, that was 4 years ago, bro.
No, he lost. He lost. He
Four
lost.
years
Three,
ago.
he lost three people in those four
I'm about
years.
to say he had
Listen,
some tough
this is what I'm
L's.
saying. And see, this is what I'm saying. I'm not trying to discredit. I know that's a little close to home, the free. I will say I don't mean any disrespect when I'm saying. I'm saying this. At the end of the day, you got to go to work. You got to go to work and you got to do what you got to do. Either poop or get off the pot. There's so many young, hungry fighters, man, that want an opportunity. People dream to be in that position that Gary Antoine's in. And if you ask me, he's wasting it. He's wasting his time. He's wasting because he's never going to get these years back. And shout out to Chris Algieri. Chris Algieri made a great point. I don't know if you guys seen it. Chris Algieri was basically saying how he noticed that so many guys are so inactive and they spend their prime in the boxing gym instead of under the lights. So at the end of the day, what I'm saying, because I think it's so important for a guy that's talented, he got to get back to work. I mean, fighting 5 times almost 5 years ago doesn't mean a goddamn thing. It just doesn't. Excuse my language, but it don't mean nothing. That's 5 years ago. I mean,
Yeah,
so
he took
my
some
daughter was
major
born
L's.
in 2015, so
Mine
that's
was too,
I know
BVO.
that was
Mine was
5 years
too.
ago. And I just think at the end of the day, we as boxing fans gotta be realistic. The stuff that we put up with and say that it's okay, it's not okay in any other sport. If a guy missed 4 years of playing, they were getting on Kyrie for missing games. Just imagine any other sport. Just imagine any other sport. You continually don't fight. You continually don't. And that's what we're getting. And I'm sorry to go on this tangent, but it's much needed. Too much. It's too much feelings in boxing. This is the hurt business. This is where you get in there and get your head busted, or you get in there and you get a W. It's one of the two. And I'm trying to tell you, man, I'm so tired of like fans co-signing this cesspool that we call boxing now. This ain't
Yeah,
boxing. This is horrible. This is horrible.
this shit
God, how
wrestling,
many more
BVO.
guys got to tell us free? Oh, I was rusty because of inactivity. I was rusty because of inactivity. It's the dumbest thing in the world. Like Tim Zoo said best. Tim Zoo, yeah, Tim best. He said, man, you know what? These guys spike and then they go on a 2-year vacation. It's bull crap. And that's why the sport
Yeah,
is
it
where it's
is.
at, is because these guys always putting something over the sport. And it can't be that way. You think Muhammad Ali didn't have stuff to do? You think Joe Frazier didn't have stuff to do? You think Sugar Ray Leonard didn't have stuff to do? Yes, but they kept fighting. That's why they're legends. That's why they're going to be remembered forever. At the end of the day, if we're being honest, if Gary Antoine Russell didn't fight again, you would not remember him for anything other than being a little brother of Gary Russell Jr. Say what
Well,
you
he's
want
still
about
young
Gary
too.
Russell Jr., you put the
He's still
work in.
fairly young, BVO. He's still
That's
fairly
the
young.
thing. But the dude, he didn't miss most of his career. What are you talking about?
Well,
Most of
how
his
old
career,
is he? He's not
I
even 30, BVO.
I don't think BBO realized the situation with Antoine. If you look at
Oh, there's no
Antoine
way.
and
My fault, Free.
his age, Antoine is 26.
Yeah,
I believe he just turned 26.
he's not even 30.
If you look at Antoine, he's 26. He has 17 fights, 17 knockouts. You look at Shakur Stevenson, he's 26. He got 21 fights. Is a couple of other guys. So you talk about the inactivity. This, like I said, yeah, he
you realize Shakur is a 3 division champion? You realize Shakur is a 3 division champion?
hold up. Let me finish. I didn't interrupt you. Let me finish.
That's a good point.
He's a 2 division champion, and that goes with
He's
the
a 3
promotion company.
division champion.
Three.
3
Whether
divisions.
whether he's a 3 division, 2 division, doesn't matter. That goes with the management and promotion company that I was speaking about before, managing his career. But what I'm talking about, the inactivity, the man went through 3 deaths in the past 4 years,
Yeah.
and he still got 17 fights. He's only 4 fights away from Shakur Stevenson, who has 21, and they the same age. He only got 4 fights difference. So that man been through a lot in the last 4 years. So I kind of give him a pass for the inactivity for these last couple of years because of the loss of his 2 brothers and his father.
And his father,
I understand. He lost them
I
like
give him
a couple of
pass
years
too,
behind.
Free. I'm giving him.
He lost them a couple of years. But prior to that,
Go ahead.
but listen, hold up. Let me finish. I didn't interrupt you. Prior to that, he was very active. Prior to that, he was very active. Before he had those losses. He was very active. If you go back and look at his career, he was active. He was fighting 2 or 3 times a year. So I give him a pass because of what he went through in his life. So that's why I said, moving forward, he does need to get a manager to manage his career so he can get those fights that he wants to get. You go ahead.
Mm-hmm. I say I agree with you. I'm giving him a pass because he has some super L's, and that goes back to my last point that the Russells are a close family. They're real close with one another. From what it looks like, Free can tell you better than I can because he's actually part of the family. But from the outside looking in, they look like they're real tight with one another. From when it was the fathers to the brothers, to the oldest to the middle brother, it didn't matter. They looked like they rocked with each other heavy, and they understood the assignment. You know what I mean? That's why I'm a huge fan of the Russell and a supporter of the Russell family because of that. Strictly, forget boxing. I like the way they rock with each other. So, of course, I'm a root for him in boxing, my favorite sport. But I'm giving him a pass. He took major L's. You people might not know what it's like to lose somebody. You know, it's not easy, but I'm giving him a pass, BVO. But you're right, BVO. He needs to take his ass to work. It's time to go to work, baby. Unemployment ran out. Time to go, baby. Let's go. You know what I mean? And it needs to be go time for him.
I agree with you, Ant. Sugar Ray Leonard is not a good example. All I'm saying is this, and the reason I'm was 3 years out the ring or 5 years out the ring after having a detached retina, he went right in there. Okay, what I'm saying is after I think it was 3 years, I'm not sure, I can't remember, or 5 years, but as soon as he got healthy enough with a detached retina, he went in there and fought the marvelous one. So this is what I'm saying. This proved the hypocrisy in boxing. And if you guys ever want to know why boxing is not number one, it's because everybody got an excuse, man, or why fighters not fighting. Everybody got an excuse. Oh, he lost this person. I lost. Dude, that's a part of life. You're going to lose people, and it might sound callous how I'm saying it, but at the end of the day, I'm a boxing fan. I consume the sport. Not only do I talk about it, cover it, but I consume the sport. And I'm telling you, what we're getting is excuses. There's not another industry on a planet you can get these excuses to. But in boxing, oh, he lost this person. Oh, he lost that
That's
person.
cap.
We
That's
seen
cap.
Brett Favre lose his father and go in there and he went to work and put on one
That
of
was
his best
his choice,
performances.
BVO.
But you're missing what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this. If that was Tio that was missing time like this, if that was Rolly that was missing time like this, if that was
Now that he lost Tio Senior, I'm giving Tio a
but
pass. They close.
listen. If it was any of them fighters that people don't like, if it was Sugar Shakur, the Puerto Rican out of Jersey, they would be vilifying him. And I'm telling you, you gotta have the same energy for everybody. We can't keep playing favorites. Oh, because I like him, I give him an excuse. Gary Antoine Russell made it clear that he can fight with Jerron Boots Ennis. He made it clear in the amateurs that he can fight with the best. And we haven't seen him one time with anybody. And to compare him to Shakur is a joke. It's a joke. Sugar Shakur, you can say whatever you want about that kid. He's a 3-division champion. He's a 3-division champion. So I get what you're saying. Hold on, let me finish. I'm gonna let you go. This is just a passionate subject for me because I'm telling you why the sport is not where it's supposed to be.
We
Because
see.
all we got is excuses. That's all we got is excuses, bro. That's all we got. Go ahead, my bad. Sorry about my passion, y'all. Sorry about that.
You good, brother?
That's not
Talk
why
your ish.
that's not why the sport. That's not why the sport is where it's at. But like I said, I wasn't comparing him to Shakur. I was showing you the amount of fights that he has, relatively to a guy that's the same age. He's only a 4-fight difference. But you talk about Brett Favre. Brett Favre is he's working for a company where he has to go to work every Sunday, and if he doesn't work on Sunday, somebody else is moving into the spot. Antoine doesn't have to go to work every Sunday. Antoine makes his own schedule. They set up the fights when they ready to have a fight. So those are two different type of situations. You got a guy that has to be at work, and you got a guy that makes his own schedule being at work. So there's two different types of situations, and everybody grieve differently. I got a guy. I got my chief right now. He just lost his father. He's gone right now. I had another person lose somebody. They still at work. So everybody grieves differently because one person goes through it the way they go through it. That doesn't mean everybody else can go through it the same way. You got to give everybody their space. That's why they have a grieve time when they lose somebody and you work at a company. They have grieve time because everybody has to go through those times when they got to grieve. So you got to understand when they in the sport of boxing, their whole purpose to be the best that they can be is having the right mind frame. So if you sitting here trying to get ready for a fight and you just lost somebody, you still thinking about the person that you lost, you can't get ready for a fight. Let alone he lost 2 people literally a week apart. He lost 2 people literally a week apart and lost to somebody 2 years prior to that. So it's time that man has to grieve. He never really had time to grieve except for in these 4 years. He gotta make space. So I'm not giving him an excuse. I said I give him a pass for the past 4 years. But I also said he needs to get a manager and he needs to move his career the way that he wants to move it if he wants to go further in his career. I've always said that he's been inactive the last 4 years, but I understand why he's been inactive. So he got to move. Now that he had his time to grieve, now it's time for him to take his career in his own hands and move forward. So I mean, like I said, I give him a pass for the past 4 years because he dealt with those depths. But now he got to move forward.
I'm giving him a pass too, D3. Just because I don't even want to go and repeat all that what you said. That was pretty much the nail in the coffin with that. I'm giving him a pass because again, his family and his fathers and his brothers, they're a really tight family, a tight unit. So my unit is tight. My unit
when your father was your trainer and your manager.
Right.
The trainer and manager.
My family unit is tight like that, and I haven't lost any of them. I still have my grandparents, my parents. So but I can imagine I've lost close friends, so I know what that's like. So I can't imagine somebody from the unit go down. If I lost my grandfather and God forbid, it went down like the way it went down for him, I would be a mess at work. And I get paid the big bucks, but mentally I'm not going to be there. And if I'm not there, I can get killed or kill somebody on my job in construction. When you operate heavy machinery, I can do something to somebody. So, you know, that I'm giving him a pass for them 4 years. That's just, we can move on, but I'm giving him a pass. But from 24 from now on, after this year, I need to see him this year. If he doesn't happen, then I'll come back and put the fire to him. But until now, he got a pass from prize fighter.
Okay. So is Errol Spence still the same fighter?
Go ahead, Free.
I'm gonna say it remains to be seen, but from what I've seen in the sparring footage, now that's kind of a broad question because you say is he the same fighter? Are you talking about prior to the accident or prior to the Bud fight? If we talking prior to the accident, no, he's not the same fighter. We talking prior to Bud, it remains to be seen because that was a fight with arguably the best fighter in the sport of boxing. That's usually what happened when you in there with the best fighter in the sport. You usually get beat up. So I don't know if he's the same fighter that he was prior to Bud. I know he's not the same fighter prior to the accident. I know that, but prior to Bud, I don't know. I got to see how he looks in the ring. But what I saw from his little training footage that he put out, he looks a little slow, but I don't know what they were working on. That could have been after he's already been working for an hour or two in the gym. So I don't know. But like I said, what I seen, he looked slow, but we got to see what he looks like when he gets in the ring, if he's the same fighter or not.
Yep. You want to go
I don't
next,
know.
BVO?
I don't know if he can ever be the same. I just think when you're talking about Errol, he's just a very beloved guy. People love Errol. I mean, it's just that simple. I love Errol. You love Errol. A lot of people sad to see him lose, but he's starting to kind of sound a little punch drunk. And this is not me being funny. He's starting to have a little bit of listen to him talk. His speech is a little bit different than it was before.
That's because of the teeth, BVO.
It could be, but he didn't have the teeth in his mouth for years at this point. I just hear a slur in his speech that I didn't really hear before. I could be wrong. I'm gonna read this comment real quick. He said, and I don't mean no disrespect to Gary Anton Russell, but he can never grace the ring again, and boxing will continue. It's been around and will continue regardless of its participation. He said, y'all remember Gar had a suspension.
Gary Anton Russell.
Oh yeah, Gary Anton Russell. He fought last. He knocked the guy out in the first round, and we were tied exclusively. So when the whole showtime, I get what you're saying. I'm just saying at the end of the day, and this to just put a cap on this with the whole Gary. This is not me casting aspersions against him as a person. I'm just saying in boxing, it's just too many excuses in boxing on why we're not getting the product. You can say this, you can say that. We all know for a fact that Ohio Edison, in my case, Ohio, that's the Ohio Power. None of your bills, Dominion, none of them care about what you're going through. And I'm not trying to be callous. I'm just saying, as fans, we got to demand the best. And if we don't demand the best, we're going to continue to get what we're getting. Because there's not one guy I know that watch boxing that's broke. You can't be broke and watch boxing. We all got to spend money. We all spend money for this ecosystem. Everybody. Every single person, whether it's me, Bentley, whether it's my man D Free. Only person who ain't got to spend on diamonds boxing is Maya. She ain't got to spend a dime on boxing. But we all have spent hundreds of dollars, and in some cases thousands in years.
Tens of
Salute to my man
thousands
Sean
in years.
T. It's just we just got to be honest here. And if I'm spending that kind of money, I mean, please forgive me for saying, can you please shut up and fight? It's just that simple, man. Shut up and fight. Like my man, like my favorite fighter Jamel said, take a little bit less.
Take a little bit less.
Shut up.
Shut up.
And fight. That's what we want. Shut up and fight.
Well, you know what, BVO? Earl looks all right to me. I seen him do interviews with Frank Martin in the little virtual press conference. Earl looked healthy. He looks happy. You know, so maybe, you know, he can come back and do something. But as far as is he going to look? Will it ever be the same? Whatever remains to be seen. We got to see if he goes in there and wipes the floor with Fundora. Everybody gonna be back on the Earl train. You know how these new people are these days with the internet going around. I'm pretty sure everybody on this panel know what I'm talking about. They'll hop off the
That's not
train
happening.
so fast, bro.
That's not happening.
That one loss in boxing will take. Nobody hopped off the Sugar Ray train when he went down to Durant. Everybody was like, damn.
Errol's not Sugar Ray, man. Errol's not
But
even
I know,
close.
but Earl is really liked, like you said, a lot of people like Earl Spence. The young bulls like Earl Spence. You know what I'm saying? The young bulls, because he come out with rappers and he got his chains, and Earl with them. They feel like Earl with them. Like people like in their 20, 21, 22, they feel like Earl with them more so. Terrence Crawford's more mature. He's more of a family man, and the earliest too. But I'm just saying, Earl go out there with the chains and them big shoestrings and all that clothes they like. You know what I'm saying? And Terrence don't do
I get
that.
what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but for me, I think the thing that we got to do is we got to have a sobering understanding of what we're seeing, and I made it a commitment that I'm no longer going to ever have an emotional commitment the way I did with Deontay Wilder.
With Deontay Wilder, boy, please, that was bad. BVO, we had a private conversation about that, and I was like, man, I'm sick right now, bro. You was like, me too, dog.
So it's like,
I kind of agree.
Go ahead.
What you saying?
No, I was gonna say I kind of agree. I kind of agree with what Price said, because you gotta a lot of these fans and a lot of these fans is the problem with the sport of boxing, because soon as a fighter lose they now the fans are done with them. So a fighter, they try not to lose that they looking for more so the easy win that's a good fight instead of a good fight, period. Or the great fight. They looking for an easy win that's still a good fight, because these fans are so quick to throw them away as soon as they lose, and it hurts the sport, because these fighters are not trying to lose that because they know the fans is going to pretty much disown them once they lose the Now the diehard boxing fans, the guys that's been watching boxing for years, they're going to still be around. But those casuals that's on the bandwagon, they're going to disappear. And so it kind of hurts the sport.
I mean, Free, that's like 150,000 part of your damn pay-per-view of the people don't want to see.
Yeah,
don't you think?
I mean, when you say Earl is not Sugar Ray Leonard, the times are not in the same times of Sugar Ray Leonard. So these fans are so quick to listen to what's going on the internet, and a lot of these content creators push the narrative of these fighters are done when they take a loss. It hurts the sport itself, instead of the boxing content creators bigging up the sport and praising these fighters whether they lose or win. Now, you can give them criticism, but you don't have to beat the fighter down because they lost. You could just say, hey, it was a good fight. The best man won. I saw him make a mistake in this spot. I saw him make a mistake there. You can critique it, but when you say, oh, that fight is trash, he needs to be out of the sport of boxing, it hurts the sport, because now these fighters like, oh, they listen to these YouTube channels the same way we do. And even if they not listen to it, you best believe somebody part of their team is listening to it, and they hear it. And they go back and tell these fighters what's being said on the internet. So the boxing content creators as a whole and the fans as a whole hurts the sport when they badmouth these fighters after they take a loss, instead of just saying it was a good fight, the best man won.
Yeah, they can't get over. They can't say that. You take a loss, boy. You wake up the next morning, Sunday morning, it's all kind of memes. And pardon me, all kind of memes, all kind of videos. Just people talking. You got these. One day, BVO, you need to let me come up here and just go on for some of these content creators. I don't even want to call them content creators. Some of these people on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You got them talking. You got they weird cult fans. And I'm just like, dog, like, y'all tripping up here, man. The man lost one damn fight, and now he's in the trash can. Y'all want to recycle the man.
This is the thing.
Your favorite fighter that got his ass whooped. It's one guy who skated by. Floyd Mayweather did that. He was a very good matchmaker himself. You know what I mean? And I give him credit for him. He did what he did. He didn't lose, and he fought some tough competition. He didn't lose. All right, people see that blueprint and be like, all right, that's it. And that's really not it. That got it messed up. Floyd, because Floyd was Pretty Boy Floyd. Y'all see Money Mayweather, but they didn't see Pretty Boy Floyd like we did. So Pretty Boy Floyd was dog walking people, like stopping them, beating them up. He was assaulting people. He should have been arrested.
This what I'll say. This what I'll say, man. At the
These
end of the
niggas
day,
is
man,
weird, man.
this has become the most soap opera sport in the world.
Wrestling.
I'm sorry,
BVO.
man. This is like wrestling because
They might as well
I
bring
gotta keep
Vince
hearing
McMahon in
about.
here and let him start promoting some
I
of these
gotta hear
guys.
about Errol Spence, who ain't fought in years. I gotta hear about Gary Antoine Russell, who ain't fought in years. I mean, it's getting old, yo. But
it's like
when I talk
wrestling.
about a fighting champion like my man Teofimo Lopez, man, out of Flatbush, Brooklyn, man, people give me all this heck. But I know you got a couple more questions. Go ahead, my mistake.
He tried to sneak that in before he had the queen rip off the next question. He tried to sneak some nut ass T.O. in here. But go ahead, Queen. My bad.
That's okay. Should Deontay Wilder try again with the lesser opponent or retire?
No,
Deontay is
no. Get your what my uncle used to say. You got your hat. You know, you got your coat. Now get your hat and get out of there. Because I can't take him getting beat like that, man. I can't take him getting beat up like that. So, and forgive me, he need to get out of there.
Deontay Wilder that we seen prior to the Tyson Fury would have never lost to Joseph Parker or Big Bang Zhang. This Deontay Wilder, he's done. And I said it prior to the fight. I said I believe that Deontay Wilder is done. But yeah, he needs to retire. He had a great run. He did some things that no other heavyweight did since Muhammad Ali. I mean, can't nobody else say they defended the title 10 straight times, regardless of if they try to say, "Oh, he didn't fight nobody," or his resume ain't all that. That man picked up the sport of boxing at the age of 19, became a bronze medal, became the WBC champion, and defended it 10 times before he took a loss, and literally knocked out everybody that he has beaten. That man got 41 wins with 42 wins with 41 knockouts. That man literally knocked out everybody he's been in the ring with.
Hold on one second. But I gotta say this. I see my big brother Hardcore is in the chat starting a fuss. I see what you doing. I don't know who's worse, BVO or How. I mean, you can't compare me to How, man. You can't compare me to How, man. Because at the end of the day, gotta remember this, man.
What I'd say is this, Murder. It's us Ohio boys. You know how we get, you know how us Ohio niggas get down, nigga. Ohio nigga, double O. What's up, yo? Columbus, Akron, Cleveland, Springfield, Dayton, Youngstown. What's up, y'all? Cincinnati, too. I forget about you. You know I love y'all niggas.
Hey, it's just Ohio. I don't know what these people over there. He got Reptar over there, but go ahead.
What was that?
He over there playing with Reptar.
That's crazy.
Y'all ready to move on?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Is Tank Davis overrated?
Negative. No. Tank Davis is one of the best fighters in the world. If not the best
overrated?
fighter in the world. That's crazy.
No. Yes and no. Because at the end of the day, it's like, I don't know. He's a really, really good fighter. He's a really good fighter. Don't get me wrong. I think he has a lot of tools. I think Tank really is special. I just think at the end of the day, he's just benefiting from his knockouts. But the thing that we have seen when he fought Eaststar Cruz was his speed. He has tremendous footwork, great ring generalship. I mean, he beat King Ryan Garcia, smoked him. And I mean, it wasn't even a good fight. He smoked him. So I get why people love him. I mean, he's done a lot. I just think that with Tank, I just kind of hate that the king of boxing is this small. And when you got a guy at this size as king, it kind of sucks because you can't only push him so far. I think Tank is maybe 5'2", 5'3", and I don't think that you can really. I don't know. The numbers say he's not overrated. $14 million gate. The numbers say it all. He's not overrated.
Shit.
I just hate that the one of the faces of boxing is this tiny, To be totally honest, man, I just
BVO, stop that madness.
I didn't know.
He ain't no damn
No, what I'm
5'2".
saying is he's not overrated in any bit. I mean, he's everything that they say he is. He's just really itty bitty. I mean, I just hate that he's so itty bitty because we're not gonna see him at 47. We're not gonna see him at 54. That's just my only thing.
So you gonna sit up here and question if Javante take? All right, let me ask you this question: is Teofimo Lopez overrated? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, and you see how quick you answered that, right? But you gonna sit up there? Well, I don't know when it comes to take.
Well, you gotta remember.
You gotta remember, everybody.
He
Like,
fought Loma 3 years ago. He fought Loma 3. They want to fight Loma now that he's 100 years old, but he fought him 3 years ago at 23.
oh man, well, get out of here.
I mean, go ahead, Free. What you think? Like I said, I don't think he's overrated. I just hate that he's so small. I wish he was just a little bit.
Is he
bigger.
overrated or is he not? That's what the Queen asked.
I just wish he was a bigger guy. I just hate that he's so itty bitty.
Like
Like
do with being rated.
Because he's so small.
What that
He can
mean?
only do so much. He's not like Canelo. He can't go up and down the weights like Canelo can.
Right, he can't be like Canelo and take clenbuterol. Oh no!
Oh, here we go.
Oh no!
Hold on. Keep in mind, this what happened, Mike. He went to 5 Guys and got a burger in Mexico, and they said he had something in the meat. That's what they trying to say. The man had a bad hamburger.
He had bad hamburger. So he had steroids in him. Like he failed a drug test.
Bad hamburger.
He failed a drug test because he ate bad tacos.
What? That don't make sense. I'm sorry.
I can't make this stuff up, Queen. You can Google this stuff. I cannot make this up. They said it was tainted taco meat.
Everyone's smaller than you. Go ahead, Free. Go ahead.
Get out of here.
So is Tank Davis overrated? I'm gonna say, well, it depends on what you rate him as. First of all,
there you go.
now I look at the sport of boxing. I look at the guys that move up and down in weight. I look at the guys that's fighting at the top of their division. Tank Davis is 5'5", 135-pound fighter. He's one of the faces of boxing. This man is breaking records every single fight that he had within the last 4 years. Tank Davis, he hasn't had any losses. He got 29 wins with 27 knockouts. All of his fighters have been beaten by Tank Davis. Tank Davis, the only one at 126 pounds that moved up to 140 pounds and beaten everybody. Everybody else that moved up in weight or moved around in weight, they've taken a loss. That if you look at the best guys, remains to see what happened with David Benavidez, but David Benavidez is still young. But Tank Davis, when you talk about the best guys, they talk about Shakur, they talk about Devin, they talk about T.O., they talk about Canelo, Ryan, all of those guys. They Earl Spence, Bud Crawford. We've seen Tank Davis in the ring with different styles. Everybody say he's never fought a black fighter. He's fought 4 black fighters prior to this one. He's about to get in the ring with another slick fighter.
What a good read.
We've seen Tank Davis never have a bad outing. Even when he hurt his hand, he still had a great outing. We seen Devin, his last fight, had a bad outing. We seen T.O. had a bad outing against Kambosos. We seen Loma have multiple bad outings. We seen Shakur had multiple bad outings. So everybody said, oh, I believe Tank Davis is overrated, or is Tank Davis underrated? I believe Tank Davis is more so underrated than he is overrated, because everybody said, oh, all he does is fight flat-footed fighters. Well, you're about to see in about 2 weeks what he looks like fighting against a slick black fighter. And I think Tank Davis just don't get enough credit of his boxing ability, because they so focus on what he, and the end result is knocking his opponent out. They don't look at how he set up his opponent and get the knockout. Tank Davis literally has knocked out in every single way you can possibly knock somebody out. Tank Davis has knocked a person out in every single way you can possibly knock him out. I have never seen nobody else do it in the sport of boxing.
I know you never seen that in your life. I know. I'll just say this.
Fuck Fred, fuck Howard, and fuck all of them.
That's all I can say.
I ain't never seen it in my life.
I don't hate the kid.
You don't?
I don't hate the kid, but I just like to put him in the hospital, though. I like to send his ass to the damn ambulance.
I ain't talking about I never seen it in my life. I'm talking about the fighters of today. Fighters of today. That man,
you know
Tank
what
Davis
makes me feel like Tank
I'm making this up. Did he say I never in my life seen Tank? I mean, the Tank works.
I've never seen
I don't know about
nobody
never
knock
in my life.
somebody
I
out
don't know about
in
that.
every single way.
I have.
And I'm talking about today's fighting. No, I'm talking about today's fight because that's who we comparing them to.
Today's fighting.
We compare Tank to Shakur, Devin, Tio, Ryan, Canelo. We comparing them to all these guys. Is he better than these guys? So that's who I'm talking about. All these guys that he's being compared to, I've seen Tank Davis knock people out in every single way possible.
I say he's underrated because of his
I gotta
IQ.
say this. I gotta just say this.
You have to stop. Y'all keep talking. Huh? You keep talking, man. And you shut the fuck up. Huh?
I know you played that because you got tired of hearing the truth. But based off of
same thing I said, but you had to put an extra on it. You had to put extras on it. You had to put your Puerto Rican magic on it. What you think? I ain't never in my life seen a guy knock a guy out like, man, get out of here.
I didn't say never in my life, but
you did say that.
You
didn't say that
in your life, but
you said that,
Freak.
Okay,
I know what you meant.
You must have had too much wine. You said that.
He said wine.
I didn't mean never in my life. I made a mistake. I didn't mean never in my life. I mean in today's boxing,
in recent
for all the guys where he's being compared to. So based off of what I just said,
whatever wine you sipping on today, whatever wine you sipping on today, man, keep drinking that, man, because you getting fried.
Bentley said, in a way, knocking people out like Tank.
Anyway, now nobody else like Tank.
Oh my God,
nobody like Tank. When did anyway break? When did anyway break somebody's nose and made him quit?
Who cares?
When did anyway do a Superman punch and knock the man out? When did he do it?
Hey, Mike, he also jumped over a building, saved 3 people, cut a watermelon.
I can show you.
Yeah, he tripping.
I can show you video of every knockout that I'm talking about.
Turkish chicken.
I don't know what because if you ask BVO, Tio is the best fighter in the sport of boxing. You ask Tio.
I've never said that.
Tio's
I've never said that. I've never said
Tio's father. You ask
Tio.
He's the best champion at 140. He fighting everybody. Although he's fighting a man that's ranked number 13 in the sanctioning body.
One fight that you don't like after 3 straight tough fights, we can live with that. Sandor Martin, Josh Taylor, who was a monster, then Virgil Ortiz, who ran like crazy. I'll put it like this. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna tell you, if you guys want to know why BVO, aka the Asiatic Black Man, the original man sent by God, this is why I say that. The reason I say that is because Tio is like Floyd Mayweather Jr. He's like he's like the young Floyd Mayweather. He fights whoever, he goes wherever. All he do is kick ass. That's all he do. That's all he do. I mean, of course, Freak can do that because you don't think about Freak.
You don't know shit about boxing.
Shout out to the Black Mamba, but all sorry.
Oh my God!
Yeah, cutting it out.
All he do is beat up everybody. That man got his whoop against Cambodia. We never see Tank take a fighter that's not supposed to be in his class and get beat up. Never seen Tank Davis do it. Matter of fact, since Tank Davis been a champion, I didn't say didn't get touched up. I said we didn't see Tank Davis get beat up like Tio did. We didn't see Tank Davis get beat up. Did Tio walk out as a champion, or did Tank Davis walk out as the champion?
Hold on, he had a belt.
Tio lost everything he had.
I see this touchy subject. A touchy subject.
We're gonna go to the next. We go to the next. Go to the next question. We're gonna be on this all day.
It seemed like it. Y'all. So y'all all answer the question. Next. So who has the most delusional fans, Tank or the American Dream?
Teofimo Lopez, Canelo Alvarez. Teofimo Lopez and Canelo Alvarez got the most delusional fans known to man.
That's not the question. That's not the question.
Well, I'm answering the question. It is a question. I'm answering it. You asked me who got the most delusional fans, Devin or Tank, and
No,
I'm
she
telling
gave
you
a
that
name.
Canelo.
She gave a
The
name.
American Dream or Tank?
I said Canelo.
I would say the American Dream.
If I had to, I would have to agree with BVO. Because a lot of Devin Haney fans, and the reason I say they're delusional, not because they believe in Devin Haney, is because of what they say behind what Devin Haney says. Like Devin Haney say, "I'm gonna get a knockout," and his fans, "Oh yeah, Devin gonna get a knockout." You haven't seen Devin knock anybody out in like 6 years, and you still thinking that he's going to get a knockout. We up until he fought Regis Prograis, we haven't seen Devin Haney even knock somebody down within the last 4 years. So I say they delusional because they follow everything that Bill and Devin say. Not so much that they are fans. They can be fans of whoever they want to be fans of. They follow every single thing that Bill and Devin says. That's why I call them delusional.
And you know, I would agree with the Puerto Rican Prince on this, which is very rare, as you guys can see. We be going back and forth, but at the end of the day, I mean, they treat Bill Haney like Jim Jones. And I'm not talking about the rapper. They treat him like Jim Jones. I've actually seen Bill Haney on panels, and people talking to him. You can hear the tears rolling down their cheek, just like Prize. Whenever you hear him listening or talking about Bill Haney, you can just hear the tears coming down his cheeks, and it's just like,
yeah, all right,
dog. The dude's he's not it. I mean, I don't know if you guys ever seen Good Times. They had an episode where I think JJ painted a black Jesus. That's how they treat Devin Haney, like he's black Jesus. At the end of the day, man, he's not that guy. Wrong guy. He's not that guy. And some of the stuff I hear, I actually heard a guy say, maybe because of the Commonwealth, they can take away the loss. I was like, shout out to my man Frequent Flyer. Frequent Flyer is probably, I think he's Devin Haney's spit bucket, man. So salute to my man Frequent Flyer. He always showing Devin some love. And I just think Devin's fans are just ridiculous. I mean, Tank fans are cool, but I mean, they say goofy stuff like, yeah, Tank fought everybody. Yeah, Tank has nobody. He doesn't have to prove anything. Or they'll say, you know, I like the way Tank's hair is braided. I don't know. If you ask me, the way Tank carries himself as a fighter, the way Devin Haney carries, these guys wear purses, these guys wear earrings. Them ain't the type of guys I would want to be fans of or to have my child watching. I mean, I seen Tank Davis with the earrings that Lisa had from Coming to America, the long diamond ones. You remember when he get those earrings? He had the earrings that Lisa had on. I'm like,
yeah, you must be stopped. You must be stopped.
In the sport of boxing today, BBO, what kind of fighter do you want your kids follow in the sport of boxing today?
A Mexican that takes drugs and steroids.
Anthony Joshua. I think Anthony.
Somebody
the one that
that
you,
he
one
wants
you
your son to
said,
be like that.
we ain't talking about old stuff. I know how you
You
want
said
to
you
think.
want your son to be
No, I'm talking about.
You say you don't have no girls around.
No, I'm talking about
So
this
you want your son to be like
this
that
past
with no
Saturday.
girls.
What you was sitting there just talking about with AJ.
It don't matter what I said. I was emotional about Deontay getting beat up, so what I said doesn't count.
That was before the fight even happened. That was before the fight even happened. You said,
Hey,
I have never seen this.
No. I was emotional. Because of the fight. Oh, I know what I said. I said I've never seen Anthony Joshua in his life with a woman. Other than that, which I think is ridiculous.
You want your son to be like that. You want your
Other than that,
never want your son to bring no biddies to the crib.
You so defensive. You ain't even let me finish saying. That's exactly what I was talking about. You so defensive. You say so many crazy things that you just go on the defense off the jump. That's exactly what I was talking about. God,
hey,
dog.
My man D for the win. So I don't give a darn what no fighter does out the ring. It's about how they had in the square circle. Well, you know what? I feel you. And salute to my man DP, aka God's Property. We got any more questions, man?
I do.
Okay, go ahead.
So y'all beat that one to death. Is Bill Haney using drugs?
I seen the video.
What?
I don't know if y'all seen the video where he was doing all that sniffing, and he said, I don't know if y'all seen that video. It's out there on Fight Hype. I hope not. I'll say that. I hope not.
I don't care if he does drugs because he doesn't fight and he's just a man and he wants to get high. That's his damn business. So who cares?
No, I'm gonna put it like this. I don't think Bill Haney is stupid enough to do drugs. The way he's clowning these other people about their personal life, I don't think he's stupid enough to do drugs. I think he might have had some allergies or something like that, and he was sneezing or whatever. I don't know what was going on with him. I seen the video. I don't know, but I don't think he's stupid enough to do drugs the way he be going on these other people. And yeah, and the fact that he's a Muslim. I don't think Bill Haney is that stupid.
Yeah, I don't care if he does. I don't care if he snorts coke.
Listen.
I smoke weed. I'm smoking weed right now. But I mean, I
no,
don't care
you
what he
smoking
does.
K2. But go ahead.
What?
Go ahead,
I don't even know what that is.
That brother got them ringtone. Stop that ringtone.
Yeah, deep free. They do sound kind of cheesy. The drops. You might.
I don't even know what that is either. But
I don't even know what that
good.
is. It doesn't sound like. It sounds like methamphetamine. Matter of fact, I just want to keep it boxing.
Hey, he said, Lucy said, I wish I didn't see it here or the video, in my opinion. I mean, ask my man God's Property, AKGP. You know, he's from West Baltimore. He know when somebody's on drugs, man. DC.
Damn.
Free, you from DC, man. You know when someone's on drugs. Stop playing.
What does that mean?
No. I know when somebody's on drugs. I don't.
I'm not saying he uses them. I'm saying he knows. See, you from the suburbs, you wouldn't understand what we're talking about. We talking nigga talk.
BVO, just because you from the hood and I'm not, I did way more shit than you in the street.
I'm sure. But listen, go ahead to the next question. My bad, Mike. Go ahead.
You're a football player.
You're out of control tonight. Is King T.O.
Go ahead.
Is King T.O. the man at 140? If not, who is?
Absolutely. Man, if you don't stop hitting that $3 thing, man. For my hand, you don't stop shooting that for a number.
You had to put these questions on me.
That showing sound like something.
Hold on. Let me say this. Salute to my guy, Bentley. Bentley always keeps it real. Yes, he is. Salute to my man.
Bentley is a goofy.
No, he's not. That's my guy. That's my brother, man. That's an Asiatic black man. Don't talk about him like that.
Shout out to
Bentley. I mean,
no, BVO didn't make up these questions. These questions came from D3. So
no, the hell they didn't. No, the hell they didn't.
But I'll say this. T.O. is number one, and I dare y'all to send Tank up there to prove me wrong. I dare you. No, my name is BVO Boxing.
I can't send Tank nowhere. Tank goes where he want to go. I'm not a promoter. I'm not a manager. I can't send that man nowhere. But if he is, quote unquote, the king at 140, what the hell is the king fighting somebody outside of the top 10 doing? What is he doing? Why we got the king fighting somebody who shouldn't even be getting a title fight? This man literally went from number 1 all the way down to number 13 to get a fight
outside
instead of fighting somebody in that top 10.
After his last 3 opponents were all top 4 opponents. His last
wasn't you the one that just said a couple of minutes ago that that's the reason why the sport of boxing is dying, because these guys ain't fighting, they not putting on these great fights? Wasn't you the one to say that a couple minutes ago?
T.O. be fighting. T.O.'s not like your guy. He fights.
Who's my guy?
Who's my guy? The Rustlers.
When did I say that was my guy?
You told me if you had the guys, it would be the Rustlers. That's what you told me.
I said if so that means I don't have a guy. If I had one. So that means I don't.
You and your cousin Gary look like twins, man. So I know you're going with the Rustlers.
No, I keep it real with him. I don't sit here and sugarcoat nothing. I keep it real. What are you talking about? So, like I said, I don't have a guy in the sport of boxing. My last guy is Roy Jones, and prior to that, it was Sugar Ray Leonard.
A drug kid.
You call it whatever you want to call it. Those was my last 2 guys.
Well, you talk about Canelo.
My last 2 guys.
Man, I think early on, I think in 2000, It's documented
Did you
that
hear
Roy
me?
popped
Did you hear
dirty.
me defend Roy? Did you hear me defend Roy? I'm the one that told you that Roy popped dirty.
No, you didn't tell me that. Reggie Sweet Johnson told us that. You didn't tell me that. Reggie said that.
I told Reggie Sweet Johnson. He said, "Oh, when did that happen?" I told him. What are you talking about? I didn't.
Yeah,
he told you that. I told him.
Yeah, he didn't know that.
Oh, you told him that?
Yeah,
Hey,
D3 definitely said that. He definitely
again,
said
as
that.
you guys see, the Puerto Rican Prince has to be right. If you didn't
As
know,
you can see, the Puerto Rican Prince keep it real. I don't hide nobody. I don't hide nobody. I didn't defend Roy.
I knew that back in the early 2000s that Roy popped up, but then I feel like that back then that Roy probably was just, I don't think that he was aware of what was really happening, and neither did James Toney. When James Toney fought John Ruiz and won the heavyweight title and they took it from him, I don't think that Toney was juicing. I think he was just taking some shit, just trying to lose some weight, but he not knowing, because it doesn't seem like he was educated on what was really, going into his body.
James Toney know what he's doing. He
I know.
He's been in boxing since
I'm not gonna put
1988.
that smut on them. Now these new boys like Canelo, his ass cheats because what he did. Because
you see what he just did. You know what he just? You see what he just
Tyson
did?
Fury cheats.
No,
as a matter of fact, Eddie Reynoso and the whole Juice crew. Eddie Reynoso and that Juice crew. Oscar Valdez. Hold on, Free. Canelo. Oscar Valdez.
He's not done talking about all the fighters who cheat, even though he don't want to bring out none of the black fighters that cheat. I get it.
What black fighters?
I'm not going to defend you.
Who else?
If they did something to get an edge, and it was
he's a joke. I crashed him on your channel. On the channel, I crashed out on him because he's black. He's a disgrace. Big Jarrell, Big Baby Miller, the fat one. He needs to be. He should never fight again. I've been saying that.
He don't count.
To go back to the question that she asked, is T.O. the king of 140? I'm gonna say no. He doesn't have all the belts. In order to be called the king, you have to have all the belts. So is he number one? Probably.
I'll say number one.
But is he the king? I'm gonna say no.
So the question was, so if he's not, then who is?
It's wide open.
No.
It's really not.
It's wide open.
It's really not wide open.
It's wide open. If somebody have all the belts, it's wide open. Who's going to be the king? Right now, we got a bunch of Prince. You got Devin. You got Pitbull. You got Matias, and you got Tank. I'm sorry, T.O. You got Matias.
Well, I like Michael Jackson. I don't like.
They got 4 champions. They got 4 champions.
I like Michael Jackson.
In order for them to be a king, all 4 of them have to have a fight, and somebody comes out on top. So right now we got 4 Prince. We ain't got no king.
My man, God's property said Ryan. He's a goofball. Go ahead. I know you got some more questions, but go ahead.
No, that was my last question.
What I would say, man, I appreciate everybody showing love. I'm gonna open the panel up. You guys want to come up here, talk to the Asiatic black man, the original man sent by God himself. I'm here. We got the Puerto Rican Prince. We got T'Challa in the house.
Yeah. Hold on. I find that very offensive.
What?
You said you was sent by God himself, like the rest of us wasn't.
He said that?
Well,
yeah.
Well,
you said you was sent by God yourself, like we wasn't.
I didn't say you wasn't. I just telling you what I was sent by. That's all. I was telling you I was sent by the great one, the creator.
Well, you can't say that the Puerto Rican Prince sent by God himself, and then you say Maya, the Queen Maya, sent by God himself. My man, the hater, sent by God himself. Why you can't say that?
Free. I'm an Asiatic.
For our viewers who don't know, tell them who the original man is.
The original man is the Asiatic black man. He's the maker. He's the cream of my earth. He's father of civilization and God of this universe. So rich. And there's only one God.
Hey.
Who was T'Challa? Did you say T'Challa?
T'Challa, the dude from Black Panther.
I know who it is, but who was that?
That's the guy. He don't show his face. Prize fighter.
Oh, okay.
I show my face,
Like,
but
what?
right now I'm chilling.
Yeah, he's like Mankind or something. He don't show his
No,
face.
I'm definitely not Mankind. You can follow my Instagram. You can follow my Instagram, and you'll see how handsome I am.
You remember those guys that praise dance? He don't show his face. He's a praise.
Don't let him.
He's silly.
Salute to my man G5, man, the darkest one. My man, salute.
Salute.
I dropped the link in the chat. If y'all want to come on as my man Hardcore said, if you want to come up on the panel, man, and say something, you're more than welcome to do so. Like I said, you got the original man, Stand by God, BVO, Asiatic one. You got T'Challa. We got Maya. We got D3. I think D3 went to go get some more of that Puerto Rican wine, but he'll be back. Salute to my man G5 though. Oh, I do also want people to know that the Browns are going to the Super Bowl. So once you guys know that.
Yeah, you've been smoking on that Brown. I think that.
He said, I'm the Puerto Rican Prince D3 King right now. No, you a different kind of Puerto Rican man, because you are the Puerto Ricans that don't speak no Spanish, none of that.
I see what's Philly.
Yo.
What it do, man? What it do?
Hey, yo.
Go ahead.
I came up here to congratulate you on that 8 o'clock spot, short.
I appreciate you, man. We on prime time, man. We on prime time.
Right, man. You deserve it. You work hard.
Hold on. This brother trying to roast me in the chat. He said something about my nose. I don't know. He called me and Leonard. I think I could be Leonard Ellerby in the breathing contest.
Damn.
I think me and Leonard Ellerby will be a good match. Just like I would love to see G5 and a Ram in a headbutt. I would love to see Boosie and G5 in the headbutting contest. I would love to see that. But G5, let me ask you this while I got you up here, man.
What are you talking about?
Let me ask you this quick while I got you up here. So, going forward, man, after this fight, what do you think about Frank Martin and Errol Spence talking all that trash about Tank? What you guys think about that?
I don't think nothing about it. I mean, that's what they're supposed to do. They about to fight. They're supposed to talk trash. I mean, I ain't taking nothing personal. I don't think Tank taking nothing personal. I think that's what they're supposed to do. They about to fight. That's what we usually see when guys about to fight. They start getting a little tense up there on the stage, tense when they speaking to each other, and then after the fight, first thing we see them do is hug. So,
yeah. Let me ask you this, bro. I see my man G5. Hey, G5, are you worried about Errol Spence fighting Fedor next? Would you like to see a softer touch?
Nope. These people been fighting damn near their whole life. I'm not telling no grown man, hey, you shouldn't go in there and go fight. Go get your bag. If you feel like you're ready and you recover, you healed up or whatever the case might be, go in there and get that. I'm not going to stop nobody from that. And to that point about, where Tank is, Tank had said in the interview that Earl been hating on him for a while, but you know what I'm saying? As I see, it's been him supporting the fighter, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? They can have whatever dialogue, whatever they gonna have, they not gonna fight, so it really don't fucking matter. What he supposed to do? Ride with Tank, and this is your fighter and your guy, even though you fuck with Tank and know he a dope ass fighter. What, he's supposed to run and like, nah, I got Tank, but this is my fighter. The fuck out of here. If it was Tank fighter, you think he's gonna say, oh no, Frank Martin gonna win? Hell no. What do he look like? Come on, man. It's just normal shit talking. It is what it is.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, can't nobody get in there but Tank and Frank. So it don't matter. Once that bell ring, everything everybody said would go down the drain because shit, Frank and Tank got to go get the job done. So that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, shout out to the homie.
Just a quick question. I want to ask GP this too. How do you guys feel about there might be, if it happens, to see another Errol and Bud fight if they meet again at 54? Who would you guys favorite? So I'm gonna start with GP. Who do you think will win that fight?
Well, coming in, I was pro Earl. I was proven wrong, but I know that from what my eye test see, Earl done, man. Even Fendor, I heard you ask, do I think he need a lighter touch? I think he should retire. Like I think he's finished. I think he's finished not because of the loss, to Bud. It was how he lost. Like the dude got dropped by a jab. Like this ain't the Earl I'm used to seeing, or none of us used to seeing. I think that man, it's time to cash in the check. The same as I don't want
Nah,
to go all
GP.
over the place like with Wilder, Al Guy. You know what I mean? Same thing. It's time to cash it in.
Nah, GP. Nah, not yet. You like there's been tons of fighters, great fighters that got their ass whooped and they came back and bounced back. He did get
I don't
whooped.
think I don't think it's been tons that get
Man,
beat. Like that.
no, you crazy as hell, bro. There's
I'm
been some
gonna
fighters
say
that got
this.
washed, bro. You
I
tripping.
think he deserves another fight to see if he still has anything left.
Right. Exactly.
After
Y'all
this, if he looks the same, then yeah, he's done.
Yeah, it's
But
time.
if
Right.
he goes in this, I mean,
Till
who
then.
knows? He goes in this fight and he stopped Fendor. Is anybody gonna say, hey, he still needs to retire? No, they're gonna say,
No,
okay,
because
Earl back.
Fandor is not really a worthy opponent for Earl Spence for me.
I'm not saying you. I'm just saying the vast
Why not,
majority.
GP? Why?
If Earl Spence go out here and stop Fendor, if Earl Spence go out here and stop Fendor, people gonna say, okay, Earl Spence is back. Now I'm not saying that they right by saying that, but that's what's gonna
I think
happen.
they are right if he comes in there and beat that big tall Spanish boy at a new weight class.
They can be right.
At a new weight class that he's never fought at. And if he goes in there and he looks good and it's like, damn, it looks like the old EJ beating up guys or breaking somebody's face, then he's fine. He just got his ass whooped by a better fighter, which Terrence Crawford is a better fighter. But other than that, all Earl got to do is come out there and look good, get the new belt at the new weight, and it's go time.
Yeah, it depends on how he looks. If he looks good doing it, then yeah.
If he wins a split decision, it don't matter.
No,
listen what I'm saying. Back.
Listen what I'm saying.
All you gotta do is win.
Listen what I'm saying. If he goes out there and he looks bad and he squeaks out a win, I don't think Earl Spence is back. If he goes out there, he looks good and he dominates Fendor, there's a possibility that Earl Spence could be back.
From a financial standpoint, he's back.
I don't care about the money. I'm talking about.
Me neither.
I'm talking about the fighter in the ring. If he goes out there and he dominates Fendor, like Fendor doesn't win a round, or at the minimum wins 1 or 2 rounds, and Earl Spence just pretty much dominates the entire fight, I can say, okay, there's hope that Earl Spence is back. But if Earl Spence go out there and he has a rough time and it takes 3 or 4 rounds to get his legs under him, and Fendor is snapping off that jab like he did with Tim Tszyu, and Earl Spence having a hard time getting around it, I'm gonna say I don't know if Earl Spence back.
He's at a new weight, and that's his biggest opponent known to man. So I mean, if he goes out there and it's a good fight and he gets by, I think he'll be fine because, again, he's at a new weight. That opponent is no cherry pick. He's no nobody to be looked over. And I think if Earl go out there and win a close fight, he'll be fine. If he win a 7-5 joint and he's decent and because the guy's pretty decent, I think it'll be fine.
I mean, I'll tell you this, man. I like Earl Spence. A lot of us do. I mean, I think you look at him now with the braids and how he's a lot bigger than he's ever been. I mean, he kind of look now like a dude who would snatch your purse at the mall. He don't necessarily look like a fighter no more. He look like one of them young dudes who snatch your purse at the mall.
That's such cap.
That's what he looks like right now. But
that is big
I'll
cap.
say this: before we get out of here, I'm gonna give everybody final words. But my final word is this: in Cleveland, Ohio, we have a lot of bad things going on. There has been, I want to say, 15 missing children in the last 2 weeks. And I just want to put a spotlight on that and say, you know what? We got to take care of our children. We got to watch after our children. The enemy has his things he wants to use against us, but we got to keep an eye on our children, keep our children safe. We've been seeing human trafficking. It used to be called pimping back in the day, but now it's something different. We're seeing so many kids like really coming up missing, never to be seen again. So pray for Cleveland. pray for those kids that are continually be missing. So that's just my final thoughts. But I'm gonna let everybody go around and see how their final thoughts. Go ahead.
That was deep right there, man. I
Yeah.
can't even.
I appreciate
was
that,
deep.
big bro.
Yeah,
Absolutely, man. We gotta show. We the thing is, we can have fun and laugh and joke, but when you hearing these alarm, hey GP, if you ever get a chance, man, just look at some of the numbers of these children that's getting snatched in Cleveland, in the Midwest as a whole. It's just it's disturbing, man. It's disturbing.
And I got 2 daughters, man, so I can only imagine. Like, my son is 20, but you know, my 2 daughters, man. Prayers for them families, man, because I would be sick right now.
A little bit. I'm not to cut off your closing argument, but a lot of them, it could be happening in the city near you for real. So we going.
Well, it definitely happens in Philadelphia for sure, for sure. 100%.
Shout out to
half these
everybody
little
that
girls
came
be going with these older guys because they don't know no better. They be 14, 15 going out with 25, 26, 27, sometimes 30 years old. So prayers for them kids, man. Protect your kids at all costs. That's my final thought.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody coming through. Appreciate Maya having us up here and moderating this cook that I did. I mean, I hope y'all like y'all Thanksgiving turkey and y'all barbecue ribs and collard greens. BVO, he put out enough for everybody to eat. So I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit my man's like button as y'all leave, and if y'all catch this on the playback, shout out to everybody.
Yeah. Go ahead, Grandpa. The floor is yours.
Oh no, that's cool. Y'all finna get up out of here. I just heard some disturbing news. Kind of shook my faith in one of these fighters, bro.
What did you hear?
I heard that before Jacob signed to fight Mosley Jr., they offered Caleb Plant to fight at 1.5 and he turned it down.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
And you know, another one thing I want to say before we get out of here, it's sad to say that the Boots Ennis Crowley fight is canceled out here in Philadelphia. It's a sad day for Philadelphians. We were sad. The city was kind of down today at work. The vibe was, I told a couple of guys was going to the fight. I broke the news to them. I said, there ain't no fight. And they just started looking
No.
Did they cancel the card? No, they didn't cancel the card. They're going to find that man to replace it. They still got a whole month. They're going to find that man to replace it.
But we wanted to see that fight. It's a different kind of, I hear you and I'm with you, but it's a different kind of vibe out here in the city. We disappointed. Nobody knows what's going to happen. People want to see Boots in this, and they don't know. They don't know like I know and like we know. I know y'all know. We all know one another that there could be a replacement, but I'm just telling you the vibe out here in the city. People think the fight is
Yeah. But we feel you. But what I'm saying is, we feel you. But what I'm saying is, it's a good thing they did cancel it because that man was not cleared. He wasn't prepared to fight. He could have went in there and got blinded or even worse. So.
Yeah, but
I'm glad they canceled that fight.
The casual fans out here that was expecting to go to an event, they don't understand those things. I was like, the man failed an eye exam. What you want him to go out there? They want him to go out there and die. This is Philadelphia. That's what separates.
On the lie, baby boy, on the lie.
Man, they want something to happen to you. This is Philadelphia.
But see, the thing is, man, he might get a better opponent. They're not going to cancel that whole event just for one guy. They're going to find him a replacement.
I hope not. I hope the guy not.
Hey, go ahead, Mike. We'll let you have the final word before we get out of here, Mike. We're going to let you have the final word. You've been quiet. Let you have the final word.
Oh, my word is just go to my YouTube channel and look at me look beautiful at Maya Says 23. That's all I got to say. I'm just here for the gossip.
I heard that. All right.
Here we go, y'all.
For our viewers,
all right, please.
Tell them who the original man is.
The original man's the Asiatic, black man. He's the maker. He's the owner. He's the cream of my earth. He's father of civilization and God of this universe. So Rick.